Good afternoon, Colorado. Man, this is Josh with K4CO Radio. Thanks for listening to K4CO. I hope you've enjoyed the wonderful mix of music that we've had for you today. We're breaking in for an interview, and you're going to want to stay on with this. So before you kind of change that, we have the owner of college, H.U.N.K.S. I'm going to leave you with that.
To all the ladies out there listening.
To all the ladies out there, exactly. Should be able to. Oh, you want your headphones.
I got to put my heads on.
Exactly.
Hello.
If you are listening on K4CORadio.com or the K4CO Radio mobile apps or one of the many internet radio directories that we're on, do know that you can switch over to the K4CO Radio social media platforms. We're all over Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of that fun stuff, because this is going to be a really fun interview. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them in the comments section, and then our producer Sabino will alert us to those, and we can try to get those answered during this interview. I am sitting here, I'm Josh, with Joe Nye, the improv guy. Woo! What's up, man? How you? Keep going.
I saw Foreigner they did a concert with a symphony over in Switzerland, and the lead singer, Kelly Hansen, must have held a high note for like 30, 40 seconds. That's where I got that.
So now you're trying to mimic that? See if you can do it?
It's the first time in my life I've ever held a note.
Fair enough.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Dustin Hughes. If you are into junking, hunking, or moving, this is the guy.
This is the guy to talk to.
This is the guy.
Exactly. He knows all the college hunks out there.
For all the female listeners out there.
Yeah. Exactly.
If there's a bachelorette party coming up, feel free to call him on that too. Hunking, junking, moving, and bachelorette and parties.
They do everything. They do absolutely everything. So even if you're a guy and you're just like, I want some college hunks out here so that, all the neighbors will be like, oh, who are these, people moving in? I mean, it covers all bases.
Yeah.
It really does.
They just haven't hired me yet, because I know I'm a hunk.
They're looking for younger hunks.
No, Joe. You say no, Joe, right when I say that.
That's why I say no, Joe, exactly.
No. I like how he said it, too.
He's like, no.
He's brought a little spice to it.
He does. So, Dustin, I'm curious, what first attracted you to college hunks? The brand.
Yeah. First, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
So I was set up with a franchise finder, so to speak, and college hunks. One of their core values is building leaders. Mm-hmm. And I'm big into Tony Robbins. I'm big into the motivational speakers and all that. And I want to build a crew around me that I could build up and be successful in life, whether that's with me in college hunks or knowing that they will be successful outside of college hunks. So,
did you look at any other franchises, or once you saw this one, that was it?
This was the only junk and moving franchise that I looked at. There were a couple others, and one of them, I won't say the name, but when you're looking for a franchise, they show you you see all their franchise disclosure agreement.
Mm-hmm. Is it like the length of a Bible, like most disclosures, like apps and stuff like that?
Well, it shows all their franchises within the franchise brand, all the money they're making.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And there were some, it was like a hobby, like they did $5,000 a year. Yeah. And stuff. And like, I'm not looking for a hobby. I'm looking for a career.
Right.
Something building.
You're looking for an empire. And we'll get into that in a few minutes when we talk to you about your expansion. You're looking for an empire.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then there's others that were really good. And there was one other franchise. They're having meeting them in upstate New York. And I was about to go there about a week before. And then College Hunks was like, hey, come with us on a Zoom call. Not even me, on a Zoom call with our meeting. And they sold me right there.
Just on the Zoom call right there?
Just on the Zoom call.
Okay, so you're really attracted to this idea.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. How long have you owned it?
About 4 years now.
About 4 years now. And yeah, we'll get into that. You started with one.
I started with one territory. I now own 6.
6? Man, you are slowly taking over Colorado.
Like I said, empire.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's a great brand. It really is. I mean, when you're looking for movers and everything, like, just Googling like
Hunkin', junkin', or moving.
college hunks, like
Hunkin', junkin',
moving
or
my
moving.
stuff.
You got to put that on your website.
You should.
Hunkin', junkin', or moving.
There we go.
I love it.
That people will remember that.
All right. And I do love, of course I looked into you a little bit.
Yeah.
You're a U.S. Navy veteran.
Yeah.
We love our veterans. Grew up in Parker. Almost everybody here grew up in Colorado. I absolutely love it. Joe, it's okay.
I come from the great state of Ohio. Thank you very much.
It's okay. Great state of
OH.
Colorado.
IO.
Oh, IO. How did those experiences in the U.S. Navy kind of like shape the way you run your business today? You said you were really looking for a career in empire. I mean, how did your previous experience in the military kind of shape how you run your business?
The Navy taught me discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So, discipline and also have fun, of course.
Well, yeah,
You guys,
exactly.
and what you did, I mean, you didn't work just 8 hours a day. I mean, you were working 7 days a week, probably 10, 12 hours a day.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, there's times in the Navy where we had we were on call, or not on call. We were on the ship for 23 hours, and then we had an hour off to go shower and shave.
Yeah, right.
And then we were back on the ship an hour later.
The 3 S's. Yep, we all know those.
Yeah. I almost said the other one.
I think 99% of the people in this country have no idea how hard the people in the Navy work when they're on a ship.
I have no clue.
My dad was an electrician's mate during Korea, and I'm sure he worked 10, 12 hours a day and stuff like that. But kudos to you for being able to do that, because if you had a 40-hour a week job, it'd be like a vacation to you.
Exactly. No, I mean, that's one of the things getting out of the Navy is had a job. I was going to school and I was working, going to college. I was working at Chili's, and I was like, I got so much time in my day right now. What do I do with all this?
Can you sing us that Chili's song? Baby. No? Okay. All right. I figured I'd ask right there.
No, he's thinking of a new song about hunkin', junkin', and moving.
Yeah.
I'm going to think of something for you.
We do have a lot of Colorado musicians that we know. Maybe we could have one of them create a song for you.
If you ever get time, look on YouTube. About 5 or 6 years ago, College Hunks did Junk in My Trunk, like
Makes sense.
little music video with CJ. He's our mascot, so it has a little CJ mascot head on.
That makes perfect sense.
I love it. We're gonna have to YouTube that now. What do you remember? So you opening was what, 2022?
Yep.
Okay. What do you remember
COVID.
about? Yeah, right after COVID, basically. So you were just trapped inside COVID. You're just like, I got to do something. What do you remember about opening day in 2022, and what has surprised you most since then? I mean, it's been 4 years, like you said.
So opening day, it was myself and my dad doing junk jobs. So we opened for the first week just doing junk, and then we moved in doing both move and junk. So it was my dad and myself doing junk jobs.
Oh my gosh.
It was fun. He was like, I'll do this for you for a week and then never again. So and then actually the very first junk job, we don't have it now, but the very first junk job was a couch that we had in our office for 3 years. I took out because you're trying. I pick up junk. I could furnish my office that way. So we're looking for anything, and the very first item is in my office for 3 years. So
I've always thought about that. I mean, you're cleaning out people's places, junk and everything like that, and every once in a while you're just like, ooh, cool. I mean, we were talking about vinyls before this.
There's buried treasure in people's homes.
Yeah. I mean, how many times do you come across something and it's just like, this is not junk?
every day.
Every day.
Every day. We do, I mean, and it's not just these houses, it's other houses, but we do a lot of houses in like junk jobs, Castle Pines Village, a couch they never sat on that was sitting in their family room.
A couch they never sat on.
A couch they never sat on.
Well, I guess, when I go home to my dad's, there's a couple pieces of furniture that very rarely gets sat in too. Mm-hmm. I get it, especially older folks.
And we have the average. We try to donate everything we can. Obviously, we can't donate everything, but we're at 70% donation.
I was going to ask you that because local charities, nonprofits, community. I did a little bit of research. I mean, you partner with them. So you donate items or support local families, stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about that when it comes to items that you do receive that you work with partners to donate.
Yeah, so we take items. A big place we take to is ARC.
Yeah.
ARC is great, by the way, because they'll take everything. We'll also go Goodwill. And talk about partnering. We partner with a company called Feeding Children Everywhere. For every job we do, no matter the size of the job, we donate 2 nutritious meals.
Nice.
So College Hunks as a whole has donated over 6 million meals.
Really?
As a whole, coast
As a
to
whole,
coast.
yeah, coast to coast.
Wow.
6 million.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's huge.
That is huge. Especially, and I love, working with a lot of small businesses, which we've interviewed a lot of small businesses here. And there's a few of them that really they love working with a nonprofit donation type stuff, because it's funny how in the South Metro Denver Chamber, which we're heavily involved in, they kind of try to partner up small businesses with nonprofits too, so that they can help each other out. So
What crazy Corey? What's the percentage of residential junk removal versus you're just cleaning out a business because it closed down?
Yeah.
Commercial, I'd say we probably do about 60% of it's residential.
Oh, okay.
That much commercial?
Yeah,
40%.
we do
Wow.
do a lot of commercial. We partner with a lot of we partner with a lot of which I guess you could call it residential too, but a lot of apartment complexes where we're going around picking up their dumpsters,
Yep.
not their actual dumpsters, but the big items on the outside
Right.
of the dumpsters. We partner with gym companies. They're getting rid of old equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And I also my basement in my house is all furnished with gym equipment because of that. But
You have a whole 24-hour fitness in your gym.
I have a whole
or in your
24-hour
basement.
fitness in my basement.
I love it. Nice.
There's a side business. Just charge people $10, just like
Yeah.
that other company out there that charges $10-15 a month.
Whose house? Dustin's house.
Dustin's
Yeah.
house.
That's right. Right there.
That'd be nothing but girls going in because there's hunks there.
There you go.
Hunks there.
I gotta look this up because I did write it down. Yeah, HUNKS actually stands for something. Did you know this?
I didn't.
Yes, it
I didn't.
does.
College HUNKS stands for actually. Yeah,
Is
I'm
your
gonna,
mission-
let,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you say it.
No.
because you know what it stands
Yeah,
for.
it's 2026. So HUNKS is now an acronym because we have HUNK-S also.
You have HUNK-S.
HUNK-S, yes.
I did not know this.
I didn't know it either.
All right.
So HUNK stands for honest, uniform, nice, knowledgeable service.
I should have known that because I was at your presentation a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, and you did that.
Yep.
I should have known that.
Pay attention, Joe.
Yeah. So
You know me by now, dude.
True. Exactly.
Come on.
so we are so we're honest. We're all upfront with our estimates. The moving industry has a bad name. So
That's something we need to dive into.
We do.
yeah.
We really need to. Yes. So, say again. How are you different when it comes to integrity and honesty versus everyone else out there? What do you do differently?
So we give estimate. So for every moving job, there's an estimate, and we will give the client the option whether they want to do it over the phone, visual or virtual. We have a system similar to Zoom. It's not Zoom, but a virtual estimate or on site. We prefer the on site, but I understand some people just want to get a quick estimate. So we'll walk around the house or watch a video going around the house and put every item in there, and we give the client the exact estimate on what's going to cost. There's no hidden fees. There's no because there will be some moving companies, they'll charge you up. Now there's stairs, we got to go up. So we're
Right.
going to add stairs, or
Right.
there's heavy item fees, which we don't do any of that. But if we did, it'd all be in our estimate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious then with College HUNKS. So you do these virtual things where I take it someone's on their phone and they just kind of look at,
Yep.
this is what we're moving. And let's say I'm sure every once in a while it happens where it's just like, this is a little bit more than we thought. So I mean, do you guys stick with the original quote, the original everything like that? How does that
Yeah,
work?
so it depends how much is a little more. And just to give you an example, we do, if it's less than a 3-bedroom, it's called a stress-free estimate, where we'll give them a range, and the
Okay.
client just provides their inventory. We don't see anything. So we showed up to one his apartment, and they said they had 25 boxes. And my team calls me and they're like, "Hey, there's 250 plus boxes here."
10x that job.
Yeah. I showed up on scene to that job, and I was talking to a customer. I'm like, "There's a little more boxes than we thought," and he's like, "Is there?" And one of my guys that they're doing the box count because I asked them to, and I'm like, "Hey, what box number is that?" His name was Chris. "What box number is that, Chris?" He's like, 243. If it's a little over, I mean, we'll work with them on that. If it's something like that, it's
we got to go back to the drawing board.
We got to go back to the drawing board. Yes.
Exactly.
That's how Josh would do it. That's his math.
That is my math. I'm really good at math.
Whatever.
I am. I'm horrible at English. Didn't you know that by now?
I did know that. I've been talking to you for almost a year now.
You have.
Yeah.
For listeners who might not know, I mean, walk us through the full range of services, because it's junk removal and moving. So you guys are movers too.
Yep. So yeah, we do moving, whether it's in state, out of state.
Okay.
If you gotta go somewhere within the United States, we'll take you there.
What about Alaska?
I haven't done one to Alaska yet, but I'll look into that. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you drive us up to
Josh.
Alaska. No, Josh. I gotta throw that out
I
there.
would bet you guys are probably up there too.
Hawaii.
I mean, people move.
I do think there is a franchise up there, but we also offer, if we're not gonna do the full move, we have something we call it move labor.
Okay.
And that is whether you're doing pods, we'll load your pods, we'll load your truck if you want to drive yourself. If you hired out a trailer, we'll load the trailer. And then you'll just hire someone, I could set you up with another college hunks on the other end, wherever you're going.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, if I remember right, if somebody has like a couple pieces of furniture in their house that they don't want to get rid of, they just want to move it around their own house, they can hire you to do that too.
Yep, we will. Yeah.
Really?
If you are, say, you're moving a bedroom from one bedroom to the other, or we've had people where they have just one item, a treadmill. They want to move this treadmill from upstairs bedroom down to their basement.
Right.
We'll go there. We'll do that. If you, we do job for restoration companies. They don't want to move the furniture. We'll move the furniture. They'll to another room, to a garage, to a pod. They'll put the flooring down or do whatever they need to do, and then we'll come back and move it back.
So really, no job is too big or small.
No.
They're doing. I mean,
wow.
So yeah, funny story. We've even done this. I don't know if we'll do too much of this, but one time my guys show up to a job and they call me, and they're being very, like, not saying much. They call me and they're like, "This is gonna take a lot longer than what it is." They get back to the shop. Their shirts are all ripped. They're all drenched in sweat. They moved a full 26-foot box truck of pavers. And then when they got to the house, the lady had them put them in the ground where she wanted them and everything. So,
yeah, I think you got all the right in the world. I think you'd win that court case.
Yeah. So
we're going to charge you an extra $5,000, ma'am.
Yeah, and ripped shirts and all sorts of everything like that.
We did the jobs. The guys didn't complain. I could tell they were miserable. But
was it in July too, or in like?
It's in the summer.
Yeah, when it's 95 to 100 degrees out.
I'm sure with just the name College Hunks, you might get a certain clientele is College Hunks. We were talking about a funny story before, and I had to bring it up again because sometimes it's not just moving.
There's some perks for the boys too.
There's some perks for the boys. I mean,
extra perks for the buyer, the client, the customer.
Suburban soccer moms or something like that, where it's just like, well, I want College Hunks moving my stuff. So, let's get this going. What happened on this occasion?
So that happens. It's I won't say it's common, but yes, we are College Hunks.
It's happened every week. Yeah. Like, girls are calling up like, can you send over a few guys?
Yeah, we'll have suburban soccer moms are
have to move
newly
a couple
divorced moms where we've had a job where my guys are showing me when they got back, it's them with their shirts off flexing. And she said she was gonna try to put it on a review page. That's what he's telling. I'm like, no.
This is not the review we
This is
want.
not
You
what
got
we
6
want.
out of 5 stars, brother.
Yeah. And that one incident where she is like, yeah, I want to send this to my ex-husband, and I'm like, I don't want no problems.
Absolutely not.
But
Is that the only time?
no, that's not the only
Oh my
time.
gosh. We got some.
Yeah, they're all very similar, but yeah, we've had one where the guys are actually calling me and they're like, hey, they're having us sit on the, or she's having us sit on the couch and she wants us to take off our shirts, and like I'm telling her she's being charged for this time because we're supposed to be moving her stuff. And
So have you ever thought about changing the name to College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving and Bachelorette Parties?
it's a franchise. I don't have that right.
Or mobile strip club.
Mobile strip club, exactly. Right there. All right. Moving, I have to ask, moving is one of the life's most stressful events. What specific things do you and your team do to make the experience stress-free as possible? I know somebody in the K4CO office who's moves about every 2 to 3 years. And yeah, it's very stressful when it comes
They
to
say
that.
moving's in the top 5 most stressful things people encounter, next to divorce, taxes.
Right.
So we pride ourselves on, one of our slogans is stress-free moves.
Mm-hmm.
And we will talk about services earlier. We'll also pack you. We do so if you just want to sit in your couch, we'll eventually have to move that couch.
You actually do the packing?
But we could do the packing also.
Wow.
We have supplies. You don't need to do anything. We'll go in there. We'll pack your whole house. We will and then move your whole house, and then we'll put it exactly where you want it. One time we had a customer where the team moved the couch from the living room to each wall, then downstairs, and then they went back up to the living room with the same couch.
I'd have been pissed.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but you're getting paid for it.
sure.
There's
Yeah.
got to be some
You're getting
fine
paid
print
for
on
it. Sure.
there would be fine print on my contract.
Hey,
if you make me move this thing more than 2 times in the same house, it's gonna be an extra $50 per move.
My team, I mean, they were definitely like, really, but they were champs and they did it, and they
You got some champs working for
yeah,
you.
they told me about it. So but yeah, we and like I mentioned earlier, and it's in our acronym, we're honest about the estimate. We if we do figure out that there's something that wasn't told or it's going to go over, we talk to the customer about it right away.
Right.
I pride in my guys communication. Communication solves 99% of the world's problems.
Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. I
Very much
mean,
so.
Almost all the time you
Yeah.
just encounter, all you need to do is tell me
Exactly.
what's going on.
Exactly.
And that is the thing that just stresses people out the most and pisses people off the most, is just that lack of. Right
That's
there.
rampant all over business. Doesn't matter the industry, man. People are scared to have that tough conversation. But
Yeah.
if you have it now, it's a heck of a lot easier than having
Delaying
it
it.
later.
Yeah, exactly. And you really like your crew. You really like your guys. And for all of the audio listeners right now, collegehunksHaulingJunk.com, and you can if your location service is on, it'll just take you right to South Denver, Colorado. You can also go collegehunksHaulingJunk.com/South-Denver.
And North Denver.
And North Denver. I want to get in. That's actually what I was going as. Is you started just with one location,
Correct. Yeah.
and now it's like you're kind of trying to take over the Colorado world.
Yeah.
What don't you have? It's
So
probably easier.
yeah, so I don't have, which it's another College Hunks owner, and he is fantastic also. Downtown Denver. I have everything around it. I started out with Castle Rock and Parker, and from there I moved in and bought Littleton, Inglewood. From there I moved over and bought Aurora, and then from there I moved in and bought pretty much from Denver to Longmont. And
So you
everything in
got
between.
Lakewood and Golden.
I got
and Arvada?
Lakewood, Golden, Arvada, Boulder, Brighton, Commerce City,
Thornton, North Glen.
North Glen, Westminster, Federal Heights.
That's just the tough part, is just people visualizing the one he doesn't have, which is Denver,
Yeah.
which is obviously. Can you name the streets from north to south, east to west? It's Denver. If you can't, not a big deal. Yeah, that's
eighth to Colfax. I'm joking. That's like very small.
Either way, he's in charge of pretty much all the hunks for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot right there, and you're still growing.
Yeah, we're still growing. I mean, it's it's the slow season, February, and we just had our biggest month yet. So
Do you have evergreen?
no.
Okay. All right.
We could go to Evergreen. No one technically actually.
That's where I was getting at.
Yeah, no franchise technically owns the Evergreen. So if they were an Evergreen and they wanted some hunks to come over, they'd contact us. So
Yeah.
I can't think of any of those outlier towns other than Evergreen. I mean,
Elizabeth. We go to
Elizabeth,
yeah.
well, okay.
Yeah, we go to Elizabeth.
You don't call that part of Parker, but you're going out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 30 minutes from
Franktown,
Parker. Yeah.
like Castle.
Yeah, we go Frankton.
Rock,
Yep. We go. The Elizabeth is probably our furthest as far as in the middle of
Did you say you go Castle Pines or Castle Rock?
both.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We do Castle Rock. We do we're in the village all the time there in Castle Pines. At the gate they even know me when I drive in.
Taking over Colorado.
Pretty much.
I love it. And it pretty much anything from just moving stuff inside to packing to moving to a new location to junk, everything like that. Phone number 720-513-4493. That's the main one.
Yep, that's
For
our
you
main
guys.
number. It goes to the office if they need to book any job. That's actually that's open pretty much from 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. That number, someone will answer.
Okay, perfect. Want to get into the reviews because I looked into this. You guys are very highly reviewed when it comes to movers. So there's a lot of movers and junk haulers out there. Not as many as you would think, but there's a lot across the United States. The brand College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving has some of the highest review counts in the industry. What do you think drives those 5-star reviews?
Our honesty. I mean, our service speaks for itself. I'm not much of to explain. I mean, hire us and we'll show you why you'll hire us again. It's our honesty. We have a good base around us. All our guys are background checked. All our guys are fully trained before they go out on the jobs. And we just, I mean, yeah, we're a good brand, and I mean, the best I could say is we're just honest with our quotes. All our junk jobs will give you they're technically all estimates. We'll show up, we'll tell you what it's going to be, and then if you don't like it, you could tell us to go away, no charge. If you do want to go on with the service, we'll do it right there, right then, right there.
I do love the transparency, which is kind of what you're getting at. I mean, just the South Denver reviews page is mainly dominated by a lot of 5-star feedback.
Rock and roll.
For professionalism and careful handling, efficiency. Careful handling is huge too.
Well, I gotta think it's one of two things that give you a bad review. One is
you
damage
Yeah.
one thing, whether it's unless it's super unimportant to them or it's medium to very highly important.
Right.
That could take you from
Yeah,
5
and
down
we,
to 3 stars.
We wrap everything. I mean, besides boxes, but
You don't wrap boxes.
we don't wrap boxes. But, all the furniture. I mean, we all pad wrap. That's all included in our estimate and everything. We pad wrap, shrink. We will TVs, mirrors. We'll put them all in TV boxes or mirror boxes. Lamps, put them in boxes. All your loose odds and ends. We got these boxes called speed packs. We make sure everything's protected.
Right.
You guys make it so much easier too because you're not adding on extra stuff when somebody gets the bill. I thought you told me 1,000. Now it's up to 1,500. Well, with you guys, it's not going to happen that way.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
We're fully transparent about our pricing, and like I said, if there is hiccups in the way, one time we showed up to a job and it's like, oh, I forgot about this crawl space, and there's probably like 100 boxes down there, and you had to crawl and get them. Then that's where we have the talks, like, hey.
Well, for all the people out there just looking to possibly hire, maybe you're moving soon. We do have a comment from somebody who might be moving soon, might want some hunks in the front yard. So, how do you charge? And this is a question from our social media. How do you charge per project? Is it really per job, or is it per hour, per person? How does that boil down?
So it's for moving, it's per hour, and we'll either send 2 all the way up to, we've done jobs with 18 hunks.
18?
18 hunks.
Wow. That's a lot of hunks. All right.
Yeah.
That's going to make some girl happy.
I can't say if it's moving. It might have been
I could just
party.
see
No.
some of these girls with a cup of coffee or a wine. They're just sitting in a chair, just having a good day.
Yeah, exactly.
we do for
It's
our
a show.
For our moving jobs, we do have a 2-hour minimum. For our labor job, it's a 1-hour minimum.
Okay.
And then everything over that 2 hours, you're not paying the full hour. It's 15-minute increments. So if the guys are there for 2 hours and 25 minutes, they're paying 2.25 and not a full 3.
That's interesting too.
So if there's music playing in the background, it's not per song.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. It's not per song.
He knows what I'm talking about, Joe.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
What have been some of the biggest challenges in growing and moving a junk removal franchise? It's been 4 years. You're slowly taking over a lot of different places. You're doing very well. What have been some of the biggest challenges in growing this?
Vehicles, they're my bread and butter. So I mean, they're constantly getting serviced, and they're constantly getting their maintenance checks, making sure they're up to speed every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Do you use any mobile vehicle services? Or do you always take your vehicles into a shop, or do you have a shop that has a full-time mechanic?
both. I do have a mobile mechanic, and I do have a shop. The mobile mechanic, like, is if we're at a job and say this happened before, it's why we're at a job and they got a flat tire.
Mm-hmm.
While we're doing the move, the tires changed out and the guys are ready to go when they're ready to leave. So
That's good stuff.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so but yeah, so we use a mobile mechanic for that, and then for all our big maintenance we'll take to the shop.
Nice.
I guess the only place you can expand to is downtown Denver, but sounds like that guy's going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
Or further south, down to Monument, down to Colorado Springs.
Yeah. And there's a franchise owner down there too. And they do they're really great also. So I might expand in like the next 2 years. I think it's good right now.
I'm pretty sure you are going to expand because that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, before you,
I've expanded every single year so far.
I was just going to say, how many times have you expanded in the 4 years? Has it been 6 times, 8 times, 3 times?
I've got 6 territories. I expanded 4 times in the 4 years.
That's insane. That's
You're a heck of a
absolutely
businessman.
insane.
I think
Yeah.
Sab wants a job.
Yeah, I think our producer right now wants a job right
Yeah,
there.
there you go. Yeah, and
you
I
want to be
started-
a hunk, Sabino?
No more than I am, yes.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, and I started with 2 employees, and I'm right now in the winter, which is the slow season. I'm up to 35. In the summertime, that's about 60 to 80.
So there's a question. So speaking of college hunks, are you hiring college guys for 2 months in the summertime to make a few
We
extra
do,
bucks?
yeah. That's
So people
Yeah.
can be hired seasonal.
Yep.
With you guys.
I already have applicants coming in saying, "Hey, I'm out of state at Arizona State University right now, and I'll be home April 27th." We do Zoom interviews, and they come in. They work for a couple months, and they love it. I mean, it's moving industry. It's good money for them. So
You said something a little while ago too. I'm not sure exactly what you said, but I'm going to call them HUNK.S.
yeah.
They are the HUNK.S. I was right. All right. Tell
Yeah,
us a little bit
HUNK.S.
about the HUNK.S.
Yeah, everyone thinks of college hunks being all guys, but during my time, we've had a couple females work for us, and I mean, they could do the job just as well as some of the biggest guys I have.
All right.
So.
I I love that.
And that's one thing about moving is I learned. I used to have this former football play, college. He went to college, played football. He is 6'7", 300 pounds. He showed up to jobs and everyone was hooing and hawing on, oh, they really sent the guys here today. And then I'd have a 5'8", 130 pounds soaking wet. That 5'8", 130 pounds soaking wet could run circles around that 6'7", 300 pound guy.
Nice.
Interesting.
Nice.
That would be you, the 130-pound soaking wet guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll be soaking wet after moving something 10 feet. I mean,
I know. I've helped you
I'll be
move.
honest. Yeah, exactly.
And out of breath for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, he moved a candlestick 3 weeks ago, and we had to sit and wait for him for 20 minutes.
Yep. I should have hired some hunks and hunkettes.
Yeah,
I
there you
mean,
go.
Just, something right there. Yeah. Because I had Joe. So
You're paying for it tomorrow night when we go to Sazone.
Yep, that's right. No, he was a great help. I will say, Joe, you were a great help right there. That's right. So was Sean.
Sarah helped.
So was Sean.
Did you help for pizza and beer?
We're getting Sazone tomorrow night. Sazone restaurant,
big
which
shout
is
out to Sazone,
which is a partner here at the radio station.
Yeah, pizza and beer doesn't really work anymore.
No.
It's like even that went up. I mean, back when I was in my 20s, it was pizza and beer, and that's it.
So when I was in college, I had a pickup truck, and I was always the friend they asked, hey, come help me move. Let's use your truck.
That's why you don't buy a truck. You don't buy a pickup truck.
So I sold my truck because I got tired of helping all my friends moving. But now here I am owning a moving company.
How many years were you in the Navy?
4 years.
4 years. And did you want to be an entrepreneur? Were you thinking about being an entrepreneur while you were in the Navy?
I was, yeah.
Okay, so this goes back.
Yeah, I was thinking about then. I didn't go straight into that. I went into aviation. I was an aircraft mechanic for a little bit, and then I was light rail maintenance mechanic, and I moved my way up into upper level management there.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I was doing that, the last couple of years, I was looking into being an entrepreneur more and more.
Right.
And then I ended up here.
And you didn't really know what you wanted to do. You just knew you wanted to be an entrepreneur, own your own business.
Yep. My really what got me into the franchise, because I was even thinking of franchising. My aunt came and visit, and she's into business ownership. And she's like, have you ever thought about a franchise? I'm like, no. And she's like, that might be something. Here's someone I know. Give them a call. It's no cost to you. The franchise pays them.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you if you had any business mentors.
I do. Like I said, he's not a direct mentor, but I'm a big Tony Robbins fan. And then I do have business mentors actually in the college hunks sphere right now.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, the visionaries or founders of college hunks, Nick Freeman, Omar Solomon, they're great. They're very still foot in the business, 100%. They've also been on Undercover Boss.
Oh,
wow. I remember
2 years
that
ago.
show.
Yeah, 2022.
is that show still on?
No.
Is it? I don't know.
Is it just
They
reruns?
were on Undercover Boss. They were on the very first episode of Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on Millionaire Matchmaker. I watched. Omar brought a junk truck to a date. It is great marketing. He took someone on a date in the College Hunks junk truck.
Well, my guess is none of the sharks bought into College Hunks is what it's.
So at that time they had College Hunks hauling junk and not the moving, and they were trying to get the moving side going, and the sharks wanted them to give a percentage of their junk company, and they wouldn't budge on that.
Well, I'm sure there's a couple of other sharks. Some of them are smart enough. They're looking back in time and like, there's
Why didn't
one
we do
I
it?
should
Yeah.
have gotten into it. I should have relented.
Exactly.
But they got to have their principles, otherwise they get burnt. But
Right.
I'm sure there's more than just College Hunks that they're thinking.
Mm-hmm. And it just blew up. I mean, do you know how many states College Hunks is in right now?
I know there's around 170 or so franchises.
Oh, wow. Okay. All over the board.
Yeah, they're all over. I mean, the only states I could think they're not in is probably like Wyoming.
Right. Right. So especially if you're moving from a state to a state, like if you're moving from Colorado to anywhere else, call them. If you're thinking about coming to Colorado, think again. We're okay. We're kind of full, but I mean, you do a lot of moves, like you said, where pack up here, drive, and then you coordinate with another College Hunks place to make it really smooth.
Yep.
If you're moving state to state.
Yeah. So we, when we do moves out of state, so for one, if you want to just drive yourself, or if you want to have pods do it, we will pack your pods, pack your truck, and let you drive yourself. But we also, if you want to hire us to do the full move, and this really makes it cost effective, is we will load up our truck here, and then we'll send one driver, and then we'll go to wherever that state is, and then we'll hire other College Hunks from another franchise
Right.
to help us unload that truck.
Right.
So that helps cost effective, because we're not paying 4 or 5 employees to travel.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. That's amazing. You hear that, everybody? If you're thinking about moving out of Colorado, I mean, call them. That's
And
amazing.
yeah, and I mean, we pass that savings directly on to the customer, because interstates vary. I mean, to keep competitive with pods, who they just have a little box they put on a trailer. That's how we're able to do it.
Nice.
Are you guys thinking about getting your own pods one day?
College Hunks is actually working into a possible storage and pods.
Seems like the logical next step.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I'm not one of them right now, but I do believe they have a couple franchises kind of testing it out.
Yeah, that'll be. I can't see you guys failing with that.
Yeah.
No. not
That'll
at
be
all.
even more cost effective, and it'll just be a bunch of plus signs with that.
For sure.
No, I love it. I mean, you have plans on just continuing your growth.
Oh
mean-
yeah. We plan on like College Hunks. Their slogan is "Move the World." So I'm trying to move up that.
You're trying to move
ladder.
Colorado.
I'm trying to move Colorado right now.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. No, and it's very impressive. I mean, 4 years, and I mean, you've purchased a location every single year.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
What kind of advice do you have for people that want to franchise? Doesn't matter what the franchise is. What advice do you have? Because I hear at least 2 or 3 times a year people buy a franchise and it does not turn out to be a positive experience.
Yeah, no, you really have to look into the. Don't just take what the franchise telling you. Look into the backing. Go on LinkedIn and call, and which is something I did. I actually, it was an owner that used to own College Hunks in Denver and wasn't anymore. Call those people. See if they owned that franchise before. And get their opinion on it. They're not in it anymore. They'll give you the truthful that there's no game for them.
And how much collaboration? I mean, does the College Hunks brand provide support to you? I mean, how supportive is the franchisee, I guess, or franchisor?
Yeah, I think it's franchisor, yeah.
So for me, it's normal, but I hear that this is not normal in the franchise space. They provide. I have my own call center with them. They provide all the IT for the website and everything. They handle all our bookings. We have NASA, which is National Account Strategic Alliance.
I was about to
Where
say,
they
these
will-
guys are involved in NASA. This
Yeah,
is
no.
incredible.
Which is
The moon is
so
next.
Yeah, exactly.
So NASA's a team they have where they try to find commercial jobs that they could make an alliance with College Hunks.
Right.
So we do. So we have a lot of NASA jobs that way, where they're throwing us jobs to keep us going.
Nice.
And I just got back. What was it? 2 weeks ago. They do once a year called Reunion, where all the franchises meet up. We go through. We have public speakers, all the hoorah, talking to everyone, networking with everyone, and we also we do kind of get back on the grind, go through a lot of training sessions, because once you start a business, and this is everyone, this isn't just franchise business owner, but once you start a company, you're 100%, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And then
You're
as you
gung-ho.
get going, people start dropping things.
Because they learn it's tough.
It is.
It is
It is
very
tough.
hard. Yeah.
It is.
He's an entrepreneur. I'm an
I've-
entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
I mean, Sarah started
and
2
anyone
nonprofits.
thinking about being the entrepreneur, and being a absentee owner, it doesn't work.
No,
It
not at
doesn't
all.
work.
Maybe
That's-
after you've built it after
It-
20
exactly.
years,
Yeah.
that's about it. And you got
exactly
good people
after
underneath you.
years. And that's one thing, because College Hunks has other prospective franchise owners call and talk to them, and a lot of people I get is like, hey, so can I like start this up and will it run? It's like, no.
It only
Can it just be easy?
It only runs if you run it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's- and the second you step out of your business, which I mean, you want a healthy work-life balance, but the second you start stepping out of the business, the second things won't live up to your standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why a lot of owners won't delegate. They're like, they can't, people don't care as much as I do. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Which on that same note, if you do want to expand and grow bigger, you have to learn to start delegating,
You
because
have
otherwise
to.
you're going to give yourself too much to handle.
You're
have
already
to.
losing years off your life just being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to find people you trust to really do that. On this reunion, you guys do this once a year, the College Hunks reunion. Where was it?
Tampa. That's
Tampa.
yeah. That's actually where headquarters
There
is.
you
I was going to say, I
go.
figured you guys would be big in Florida just because people move from 95 goes from Miami all the way up to Maine, and I-75 goes from Tampa all the way up to Michigan. So
Yeah, Tampa.
a lot
so-
of moving down to Florida just in that eastern corridor.
Especially after a certain age, Joe.
They're called snowbirds. Michigan, people from Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, they're called snowbirds. When they retire, they move to Tampa.
Yeah.
They move
Yeah,
to Florida.
just from being in the move-in industry, people moving out of state are either moving to Florida or North Carolina.
Yeah.
Those are probably most
Yeah,
of our
North
moves.
Carolina is
Yep.
huge now. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Those
a
are
beautiful
probably
state.
A couple in Texas, nowhere out west. Florida, North Carolina.
I mean, North Carolina, you got the beach and you got some mountains.
Yeah.
You've got peace and quiet, and you got.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. Where? All right. Look, after this hunks thing, you got many years. Where would you move to? Where would you retire? What's your thing? The mountains, the beach,
Florida, man.
Florida. You're a Florida guy. All
I
right.
was in the Navy. I was
Yes,
based
he was in Mayport.
Florida.
Yep, just
Yep, I
outside
was
of
in Mayport.
Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
That's how we
Yeah,
got a
guys.
connection.
So you
I
loved
lived
it
in
down there.
Jacksonville.
I did love it down there. I love Colorado too. I lived in when I was a Navy aircraft mechanic. I lived in Kansas City, and I didn't have the mountains or the beach. So
Yeah, you had flatland.
No, it's
so I was there a
Kansas,
couple
yeah.
years and came
Would you
back.
live in Jacksonville, or would you go to Orlando or Tampa or something else?
I really like Tampa.
I was gonna say, if I was gonna go back to Florida, I would live in Tampa. I got one of my best friends lives there, but there's a lot more going on there than Jacksonville. Nothing negative whatsoever to say about Jacksonville. It's a nice,
Yeah.
quiet town, but it's a quiet kind of big town. Just more stuff going on in Tampa.
Yeah,
I enjoyed living
I
there.
really like Tampa. I was in, I traveled to the Jaguars 49ers game a couple years ago in Jacksonville, and I went through my old stopping grounds, went to Jack's Beach. It was pretty cool.
nice. And after the Navy, I mean, how long have you been in Colorado?
After the Navy,
When did you move here? I mean, did you move to Colorado after the Navy,
or so no, my parents actually moved here when I was a young kid in the 90s.
Oh, so you've lived Colorado for a
Yeah.
while. Okay, nice, perfect. Thank you.
We'll call him a native Coloradian.
Don't say that to Sarah. She'll be all over that. when it comes to Sarah, you have to be born here to have that name. That's right. But absolutely love it. I mean, you have taken one franchise and have just exploded this. And for all the people who are just listening audio, again, collegehunkshaulingJunk.com. You can put in your location there. It'll find your location these days. Or just /South-Denver 720-513-4493. I mean, everything from moving, junk removal, packing, donation pickups. You do donation pickups.
Yep, donation pickups.
Yeah. Work with partners like ARC and Goodwill and everything like that, and feeding children everywhere. I love that. Say that again. How many meals have you guys provided?
Over 6 million.
6 million.
See
That's
what
awesome.
See what hunking, junking, and moving will do.
Yeah.
Hunks do
Does
a lot of good work.
for this country.
They do. God bless.
And if you're a
Hunks.
veteran, Dustin is a veteran.
That's right.
Support the
Veteran
vets.
owned.
Veteran owned. Exactly. And you do hire for even seasonal work. So if there's any college hunks out there or hunkettes looking for some part-time stuff.
We hire full-time, part-time. We have competitive hourly wage, bonuses, tips. You just let us know your schedule and we'll get you on the job.
Yeah. And on their main website, reviews get 4.9 out of 5 when it comes to reviews. There's a request a free quote on there. Just put in your information. And again, this is everything from just rearranging stuff to moving to junk hauling to donations to, anything. So check it out. collegehunkshaulingJunk.com. And this is South Denver. And so you're kind of integrating everything into the South Denver, correct?
So
website.
I have an office, South Denver side, and then I also have another office in North Glen.
Okay.
So we have 2 offices running. We are integrating the whole under the business name South Denver, which that might change, but right now it's South Denver.
Nice.
So
Love it. Check it out.
Check him out.
Check
Dustin's
him
a good guy.
That's right. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks
Very
for
much
having me. I
appreciated.
really
Thank you.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Anybody need some hunks just for anything, even bachelorette parties? Just don't take pictures. That's what they do. Call them 720-513-4493 right there. For all the people that kind of tune in later on, this interview will be on our social media platforms for at least a month. So check it out. If you know anybody who's moving, anybody who has plans like that, forward this interview to them. Let them watch it. And contact Dustin Hughes, the owner of 6 different locations, but mainly South Denver here, 720-513-4493. Anything for you, Joe?
I'm thankful that he came in.
Yeah,
We
me
learned
too.
a lot. It's a lot of reason why I enjoy doing these interviews.
Yeah.
Just to learn
Mhm.
and to meet other entrepreneurs. That's so huge for me.
Right.
And I like the idea of the reunion because I'm thinking you learn probably 5, 6, 7 things when you get these other franchise owners in town.
Yeah.
Because
No,
they make
that's-
mistakes, you make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes, and you get to head those mistakes off at the pass.
I mean, that's what's best about those is the College Hunks, the franchise, they put on the whole show and everything, but just talking to the other franchise owners and seeing what they did, what didn't work, what they're doing that's working.
Mm-hmm.
Our highest gross revenue franchise is Long Island, New York. They did 11 million, I think. 11 million last year.
Wow.
And just talking to them, see what they're doing. I mean, they run
You keep expanding, you might be number 1.
Yeah.
And if when
trying,
you do
man.
become number 1, you
They're
got to
my
come back
competition.
on.
Yeah, no.
You got to come back on and say,
They're,
I'm number 1.
they're not my competition. They're with me, so they're there to help me. But
That's all right. We like getting number 1s on here.
yeah,
That's right.
Josh likes to call me his number 1.
I do. I do.
Not.
I'll leave the adjective after number 1 because those words change quite often. Number 1 something depends on the day. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Absolutely love it. Once again, collegehunkshaulingJunk.com. Look for South Denver. Interviewing Dustin Hughes, 720-513-4493. Thanks a lot, Dustin. Really
thank you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Yep.
everyone for having me.
We have an afternoon mix of music coming up right after this. Kind of rock your afternoon out. And then, of course, we are going to have another interview today, 5:30 with Kathy Miracle with Learning RX. So stay tuned, and you'll be seeing us soon. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.